What if I just say it's gonna work out?
I'm gonna say too.
Alright, I'm gonna show one. Everybody do number 5. Now, if you have been here in class with us the last 3 or 4 days, you should be able to do everything on here. I'm only showing problems for those kids who weren't here. So let's do number 5. X plus 2 over 8. Alright, so Mikey, you haven't seen us do any of these? Is that right? Okay. All we have to do is cross multiply on this problem. So Jacob, it doesn't matter which way you go first. I'm going to go this way, okay? 8 times x is 8x. 8 times negative 6 is negative 48. Write it down. This is number 5. I'm doing the hard one for you. Maybe y'all can do the easy one. All right, so next, Jacob, let's go this way. 12 times x is 12x. 12 times 2 is 24. You can do all that with the calculator. All right, here's the part some kids had trouble last week. Here's an x, Jacob, and here's an x. I've got to get my x's on the same side so I can add them up.
48 and
Yeah,
24.
right. Yeah. So what's going to happen with positive 12x, Jacob, when I move it over here? It becomes a what? You remember? All right, if it's a positive on this side and you move it over, it becomes a negative. So it'd be 8x minus 12x. The only thing you can have on the left side of the problem is your variable, your x's. So now what's going to happen with minus 48 when I move it over here? It becomes positive. There you go. All right, that's how you set it up. So now, Jacob, add these two up in your calculator for me. Tell me what you get.
Negative 4x.
Very good. Add these two up in your calculator. Tell me what you get.
Negative 18.
Let Jacob do it.
I was talking to him.
Okay. He's been out.
72.
Very good. Now, look at it. What's the last step going to be to find your answer?
72 divided by negative 4.
Do it and tell me your answer.
Negative 18.
See if Carter's right.
Yeah.
All right, that's how you do 1 through 5.
We did this last
Sure
year.
you did. Yeah.
Mystery.
And a lot of these are easy, and you got a bunch of these on the quiz. So right now, I want you guys to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll walk around and check your work. You got to at least show me one step. All right, so I got x plus 4 over 12 equals 16 over 20. All right, Carter, tell me what to do first. 20 times x is 20x. What else? Good job. Equals 12 times 16. I got 192. All right, so did we start at the same? Okay, what do I move over next, Carter? I got to take plus 80 and move it over. What's that going to change to when I move it over? Good. So I got 20x equals 112. All right, what's the last step, Carter? Divide it, tell me what you get. Make sure it's 5.6 when you divide it. All right, that's good. All right, everybody try number 2 now. And this one?
No, I got something different. Don't look at the 2.4. That's what I wrote down to make sure I got that, but I didn't get that. Got 4.8.
Oh, I got you. What's going to happen with plus 12 when you move it over? Should be a minus 12. Come on, Dippy. That knocks blood's hard to get out of. Kyle.
What'd you do, Justin?
I missed one.
Really?
Don't mess me up.
That's not surprising.
All right, Allison, what's your answer on number 2?
13.
Anybody want me to show number 2? I got 13 also. If I need to show it, let's do it.
You don't.
You guys are making some silly sign mistakes is all it is.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right, code on number
That's number
2.
3.
You're right. All right, sorry, number 2. X minus 6 over 8, 14 over 16. Colt, tell me what to multiply first.
8, 14.
All right, 8 times 14 is going to be 112. All right, what's next?
16.
16 times x is 16x. 16 times 6 is negative 96. Check my multiplying on that, Gavin. Make sure we got the same number so far. All right, so now somebody help me on number 2. What number do I have to move from one side to the other?
Negative 96 to.
All right, that's one way you can do it. We've got to get the x by itself, and it doesn't matter if you got it on the left side or the right side. Minus 96, move it over, is going to be a positive 96. Add those up, tell me what y'all get.
What's it gonna
Add them up, tell me what you get.
For what
It's
number?
like 200 and something.
All right, so I got 208
Yeah.
equals 16x. And what's the last step?
Divide 2.
Divide, good. All right, I'm going to show one more. Looks like everybody's messing up on number
I'm sheet
4.
number 3.
So we'll do number 4.
Do you
Now,
know,
y'all got 6 of these on the quiz.
you know the answer number 3?
I got negative 23, Jacob.
Okay, that's what I got.
All right, number 4, a lot of us are messing up on, so let's do it. Let's find somebody who was out the other day. Who was out the
I
other
wanna do it.
day? Jacob's already got one.
Can I do it? Mikey?
Hunter, what do I multiply first by? Good. Go this way. 6 times W is 6W. 6 times 6 is 36. All right, now go the other way. I got negative 4W plus 12. If you haven't finished number 4, see if y'all can finish it. Let's see what you get.
For number 7.
All right, Mikey, look at number 4. Mikey, if I got one W on the left side of the equal sign and one on the right side, what's my next step? Good. Mikey says you got to move one. So I'm going to move this one, and that's going to make it a plus 4W, which means I got to move plus 36 and make it a minus 36. All right, Mike, you got your calculator. Add these two up for me on the left. What do we get? 10. Thank you. All right, Mike, you on the right side. I'll read it for you. It's 12 minus 36. Put that in your calculator. Tell me what you get.
Negative 24.
Good. Yes, sir.
I forgot my folder.
Good job, Will.
Ready, what? Yo.
It's probably cool. All right, so now, Mikey, what's the last step gonna be? Y'all divide them, and that's how I got negative 2.4. Y'all can check my answers. That's what I got. All right, everybody, let's go to number 6. So a lot of you guys weren't here last week. It says, Hunter spent 45 minutes typing an 1,800 word essay. What is his speed in words per minute? Everybody look at this
A
part.
word per 8 hour.
It says words per minute. All right, listen up. When you guys read that, all we got to do is take the number of words and divide it by the number of minutes. It gives you the order that they want you to divide it.
So 1,800 divided by 45.
There you go. 1,800 divided by 45. Answer's 40.
It's 40.
Oh, hang on. 1,800 divided by 45. Y'all say it's 40. Check. All right, so it's 40 what? 40 words per minute. That's your answer on number 6. All right, Jacob, you good on 6?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to 7.
40.
7 says Sally bought 12 apples for $4.60. What is her unit price for each apple? That means price per apple.
38 cents.
So what number goes on top when I divide?
4.6.
Right, the price, guys, $4.60. Number of apples goes on the bottom. Divide it, that gives you the price per apple.
0.36.
$4.60 divided by 12. It's going to be 38 cents per
I
apple.
got that wrong.
I got one of those too.
Point
Oh, it is 38. I
38
just didn't see
cent
it.
per apple.
It was in the light. I couldn't see it.
Anybody got a question on 7? Carter, go ahead. Yeah, you need to label it words per minute or
What kind of
per
apples they
apple or
selling?
whatever it is.
What kind of apples they selling?
Best kind of apples, those Fuji apples. You agree?
So 38 cents.
Is that expensive or cheap?
It's pretty cheap.
Go to 8. John likes candy bars. And now there's no doubt what the best candy bar
Twix.
is. It's Twix. It ain't even a
Twix.
discussion. Right? Yeah.
Which side though? Which
Can
side?
I go slap
Cody.
right?
Milky Way's better.
No,
it's
hey.
not.
Which side? Hey, which side? Left or right?
Both of them. I don't ever eat just one of them.
I like grandma.
All right, so number 8. What's the question asking on number 8? It says, what is the ratio of Twix First over Snicker bars? All right, so how many Twix does John have? 20. How many Snicker bars does John have? 12. You guys have to put this in your calculator by using the fraction button. Put 20 over 12 and hit equals, and it's going to reduce it for you. 20 over 12 is. All right, so our ratio is 5 over 3. What's another way you can write a ratio? Sam, you remember?
It would be 5 and then.
Semicolon 3. You can write it either way you want to on ratio. Guys, I'm fine if y'all just leave it as an improper fraction. Question.
Where's the fraction button on
Show
I
him.
don't know. I know alpha that.
Alpha and the button right on the right of it.
I knew the alpha part.
All right, number 9. Ronald drives 388 miles on 20 gallons of gas. What is his miles per gallon? So, what number gets divided by what? Take the
300.
miles first and divide it by the gallons.
388
So
divided
388 divided by 20
by
is.
19.4.
388 divided by 20 is 19.4 what?
Miles per. Dang.
Miles per
Dang.
gallon. You can just abbreviate it when it's
Dang.
like that.
My mom's, I think it's my dad's. He runs like 36.
If you're getting that in a truck, that's really good.
Yeah, no.
If you're getting that in a car, a 4-cylinder car, most 4-cylinder cars get what kind of miles per gallon? About 30. If it's a 4-cylinder car, you're getting 30, maybe 35 miles per gallon.
My cousin.
But a truck won't get much better than that.
He go to Brunswick about 4 times.
All right, flip it over.
I have a freaking 3/4 of a tank.
Alright. So we got
He's got his good old bike.
whole numbers start at 0, 1, 2, 3. Natural start at 1.
Done that.
And back.
You'd probably dog.
Such a little baby.
Yeah.
What? My sister's.
Alright, listen up. When we do 10 through
Do
16,
we simple?
the first thing we have to know, is it rational or irrational? How do we figure out if a number's rational or
If
irrational?
you simplify, I don't know.
Make it a decimal, Jacob.
Okay.
Make 4 over 6 a decimal in your calculator. Tell me what it is. The easiest way, Jacob, just do 4 divided by 6. That's the
That's
fastest
what I
way.
was gonna do. That's what I was gonna do.
I got .6666. Now, it goes on forever. Is that rational or irrational?
That's irrational. Wait.
Hold on. Guys, remember, if it's got a pattern, then it's a rational number.
Learn this list. You're
But
two.
7 ain't a pattern.
No,
That's a
keep
good
going.
question, Alice. All right, but they rounded the last number. It's really just .6666 forever. I understand what you're saying. Good question. That one does have a pattern with all the 6s, so it's rational.
Calculator can't handle it, so I just put 7 out of it.
That's fine. Yeah, rounded. So if it's rational, it could be one of these 3 up here. It could be all of them. Decimals, there's no decimals, so this one is none of these 3. But if it's an irrational number, that's all it is. All right, let's go to 11. What's the next number? Negative 23. All right, first thing, rational or irrational? That's rational. All right? You can just write rad if you want. Out of these 3 up here, which one is it? It's an integer. That's the one that includes the negative numbers. All right, I'm going to give y'all this list on the quiz. All right, can I erase it? Alright, let's go to 12. What's number 12 say?
Square root of 225.
Square root of 225. Plug it in your calculator, see what it is.
15. It's
Alright, that's
rational,
15. So it is rational.
whole
What
number,
else?
and natural.
It's whole, natural, and it's an integer too, because integers are all the negatives and all the positives. So guys, it's all three.
Can we just
If
put
you just
all?
want to write all three, I'm good with that. Otherwise, you can abbreviate it. I don't care. Alright, what's 13?
If it's, I think if you have only two of them, you have to do something with it, or I don't know. No, okay.
What's
Oh,
13?
we did that right. We did this last year.
Square root of 3. Jacob, put square root of 3 in your calculator. Give me the decimal. Hold on, let Jacob do it. He wasn't here. He's got to know how to turn it into a decimal if it's not a decimal.
It's 1.732.
73205 ... Okay. Does that decimal have a pattern?
It can round to
Nope,
the right.
then it's irrational. If it does not have a pattern and it goes on forever, it's an
IR.
irrational
Can
number.
you
Jacob,
I
go
was gonna
ahead.
ask if
Question.
you can round it, but
I don't care. You don't have to round it. Just leave it like that.
okay.
All right, next one, 14.
Irrational.
What's 14?
Pi.
8 times pi. Put it in your calculator.
Irrational.
Now, guys, I showed y'all the other day. If you ever have pi in a number, it's going to be irrational. Thank you. You don't even have to make it a decimal. You can just write irrational and you're good. All right, 15. What's 15?
Irrational.
All right, I'm fixing
Irrational.
to get that phone from you if you don't put it up. Why is 15 irrational? No pattern, right? And it's repeating. All right, so that one's irrational. How about 16? Why is 16 rational, Chloe?
Pattern.
It's got a pattern, so that one's rational. What else? All right, now 17 and 18 we just went over. Peyton, y'all try 17 while I'm writing it on the board. I just showed you how to do it
I'm
on the
gonna do
warm-up.
18. Just
All these problems are on the quiz. Remember, it doesn't matter where it goes the first time. All that matters is when you do the second side, Mikey, you do it just like the first side. There's actually 4 or 5 different ways y'all can set these up. All right, let's get somebody's idea how to set them up. What can go in the first fraction?
8 over 12.
I like that. 8 over 12. Now, which way did we do it? I got the little triangle on the top, and I got the bottom of the big triangle on the bottom. So when you set it up over here, you got to do it the same way. The little triangle must go on top. So what number goes on top? 7. All right. What goes on the bottom?
X.
X plus X.
7 plus x, because you got to use the whole side. So y'all can write x plus 7, or you can write 7 plus x. It doesn't matter. Cross multiply that and divide it, get an answer, and then try 18. I'm afraid some of y'all gonna miss these on the quiz.